This presentation is about functions and their use. Let's take a look at this Python program. This program is used to demonstrate the use and the usefulness of functions. The simple program simply asks the user to provide a number, and the purpose of the program is to find the half of that input number and show that result to the user. I'm going to run the program now and see what happens. When I ran the program, the system asked me for an input to provide a number, and from what you see I typed 3.218. Then after I pressed the return key, the system went to the next line and tried to perform the calculation. To divide the input number by 2, I got the error. Observing the error code that the system created, we observe that there is a problem at line 5, and the problem is in the division of the number by 2. And also it says that we cannot divide a string by an integer. In other words, it says that the variable num is a string and not a number. And that's why we cannot do the division. If you remember, we have said that whatever input comes from the keyboard, and actually from files and other things, as we will see later on, it doesn't matter what it looks like, it is a string. So in order to fix that problem and accomplish the division, we have to convert the value of the num from a string to a number. Either we have to write a program or use a function, which is a program that somebody else wrote to perform this task, to perform the conversion of something that looks like a number but is a string into a number. That function has a name, and that function can be called, can be invoked to perform the design task. Go and fix our Python code and invoke that predefined function. I'm ready to edit the program. I go at the end after the input statement. I hit the enter key to create a new line, and here I'm going to write the code that will invoke a function called float. And what float does, it takes a string that looks like a number and converts it to a number that may have decimal point. Let's try to do that. Here I'm using the function, and I say I want the variable num to be a float. This is the name of the function that converts a string to a number. And inside the parentheses, I'm going to need an argument, the variable that the float will convert. So this line 5 says invoke the float function, send to the function the value of num, which is a string, and when the float function ends, returns to this current program the converted string to a number, and the number becomes the value of the num. Now, if I run the program, it says enter a number, 3.218. It's, I think, the same number as before. I hit the return key, and now the system does not stop, does not give me an error, continues with the commands of on line 6, 7, 8, and it tells that half of input number is 1.69. So here we have a demonstration, an example of using float, which is a predefined function. Again, a function is a program that we can invoke, we can use, and using function performs some kind of a task. In our example, the task was to convert a string to a number and return to our program that number. Thank you for watching this video.